Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest Broken Wings with Charm. So Charm, unfortunately, lost one of her dear pups last time, Wish, to sickness. But she's feeling a little relieved knowing that Aspen's spirit is around her and is taking care of their daughter together. Even though Wish is not biologically Aspen's daughter, he's taking on the role of a father in the afterlife, and that gives Charm some hope. The loss still pulls at her heartstrings, but she still feels like she can move on and take care of the pups that she has left. And that's what she's going to do. The stars are shining in the sky tonight, and she is a bit hungry. She's already fed her pups, but she needs to feed herself before she can sleep again. And once again, while she fills her belly, she starts to get this warmth around her. A warmth of peace, a warmth of relaxation. Her struggles are leaving her like the breath out of her mouth. And we're gonna have an easy day today. I rolled a 2, and for her, 1s and 2s are easy. Hello, puppies! Oh, the pups are actually a little hungry. And here Charm thought she was gonna be able to keep her stomach full, but her pups are ever growing, and they consistently need food so that they can get big, and one day big enough to help her hunt. Oh, y'all, I'm so excited for the saga. I saw the video of, or the devlog, I should say, of some new WolfQuest updates where the pups actually have different stages. And one of them is when they're newborn, fresh out of the den, I should say. Once they're finally large enough to see and hear and walk a little bit, they kind of look clumsy, like they're not too sure, like, oh, this is how I walk. And I'm like, oh, it's adorable. I wonder, however, is that going to affect their ability to get back into the den if there's a predator attack? Are they going to be clumsier getting back into the den? Are they going to be slower getting back into the den? I was doing all of those thoughts while I was watching that video, but let me know what y'all think in the comments below about that update of the devlog, because I'm super curious to hear what you think. I love it. I think it's going to make it even more realistic of a game. Now that it's morning, Charm has a lot on her mind. Other duties that she has as the adult wolf have kind of fallen to the wayside while trying to take care of Wish. Her territory is dwindling. She smells predators and other wolves everywhere. It's making her very nervous, and she knows she needs to take action. But her pups have felt her absence because of taking care of Wish and making sure they're fed. So the affinity isn't the best. So she's gonna have to take time, regardless of territory, to spend with her pups this morning. And she's not complaining. But her ears are alert. They are certainly on a point, swiveling on her head, trying to listen for any chaos that could be on its way. After a bit of time with the pups, she nudges them into the den, ready to go and fix some territory. But first, I think we should do a weight check since it's been so long. All right, so right now, Red is at 10.7 pounds, Saffron at 9.8, Kendall at 10.1, and Liam at 10.3. So other than Saffron, we're almost at 10 pounds. This is reminding me, however, that we might have to skip out on the Willow episode again this week because they are already up to 13 and 14 pounds, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, we have found the wolves. Rogue pack, though. So it looks like those were female dispersals, the rogue pack, and they were not happy to see Charm, who is without a mate, running around. But Charm still has her skill despite her age, and it shows. She was able to fight both of them off, even by herself. These younger females didn't stand a chance with Charm's skill. But she lets them go. She has no reason to harm them, but she's very irritated they attacked her on sight. But that's no reason to kill a wolf. And Charm's come a long way. Perhaps before she would have, or maybe not. Maybe her vendetta is still with Crevice Lake and she doesn't just want to kill random wolves. But she's more concerned about protecting her pups than these wolves that just attacked her because she was a female who's open for mating. Charm grows weary after that fight. Having taken the territory she needs and chasing off wolves, she's exhausted. She doesn't even have enough energy to go and feed herself unless it pops up in front of her. She's heading home to her pups. The affinity has dropped dangerously low. She knows it has. She really needs to take the time to spend with her puppies. And speaking of puppies, they are so happy she's home. They're not very hungry, but she is going to give them a little bit just to top them off for the rest of the night. But playtime is much needed. Time for sleep, more play in the morning. Oh my goodness, we're going to need to do a pup cam. It's so heartbreaking to see so few pups. Now, Charm only had 5 to begin with because she's older, and sometimes older wolves don't have as many pups in their litter. Oh yes, I know you're hungry, but playtime first, then food, then more playtime, then more food. There's a cycle to this young one. There's a cycle, yes. All right, let's get into a pup cam and see how these babies are looking. But first, let's sniff the air. It does look as though coyotes may be in the area. Charm's going to rush them into the den and check for herself. Okay, this is not good. See, I knew it. Okay, good. Woo! There were 2 of them. 2 of them can be really dangerous because one can attack from one side and you see them, but the other one can sneak up from behind you and get a pup that's not in the den. Ooh. But since the pups are kind of rushed in anyway, she's going to go and feast so she can feed them on the way back, having taken care of those coyotes. Her heart's still racing, so she needs a moment to herself to calm down. This cow is nearly picked through. So another thing to add to Charm's list is a hunt, but she thinks she could use it. You know what? We're gonna humor this for like 2 seconds. I want to see if this is the gray wolf that's been kind of lurking around, or if this is a different wolf. This is the same one. And he's a 4-star. You know, one of y'all mentioned in the comments once that you liked the idea that this gray male was kind of watching from a distance. Possibly leaving her food, chasing off predators. And I kind of like that too, that maybe there's this gray boy that's a bit smitten with her. It makes me sad though, because I know Charm has no intention of opening her heart. I do think that she's flattered and that she will kind of give a small wag, kind of as a way to say, you can have the rest of this. She just can't, especially knowing that Aspen is still out there. She can't give her heart away again. She did that once, and she feels like even though the pups that she had with Caleb were amazing and she still loves them with all her heart, she feels like Caleb was a mistake. That she wasn't really ready to move on and that she should have waited. Mainly because of her passion and her vendetta against Crevice Lake caused such a rift between the two of them. She thinks that maybe Caleb and her could have had a better relationship had she dealt with her own inner demons first. But even still, she feels like her heart belongs to Aspen and no other wolf. Now I'll say it's time for a puppy cam. All right, who are we looking at? We're looking at little Red. Red is very excited about this fresh food. Oh, Red is going to be so pretty. I can't imagine what this coat is gonna look like. Maybe Red is gonna look just like his mother. And then there's little Saffron. I have a feeling I know exactly what Saffron's gonna look like, but I'm not sure. I've been surprised before. Ooh, Saffron with the confident tail. Interesting. Does that mean Saffron's gonna be bold? Then we have little Kindle who's holding a bone. Kindle likes to play with toys, I think. They all seem really close together. Like, they don't really go off and sit on their own. Like, they just seem so family-oriented, and I think that comes directly from Charm and who she is. The fact that she is also just so family-oriented. These pups are getting that same need to be close to family. And Saffron and Kindle are playing as the snow starts to fall. Aw, spring snow, very exciting. And then we have little Liam that's like, yes, snow! Ah, snow! So Liam likes snow. I wonder if that means that he would like to be in higher elevation if he had a den of his own, wanting to be as close to the snow as possible. Perhaps he runs hot and he needs the cooling snow. Now that we've seen these pups, I think another sleep is in order. Charm is gonna have to hunt tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. And if so, she's gonna need all the rest she can get. I knew I saw wolves. Go pups, go. Hopefully it's just one. I think I only see one, but there could be a lighter one that's kind of hidden in the snow. Ooh, she missed. Okay, there we go. There we go. So this is from the lucky pack. Not surprising. Ooh, this one's a little more agile. Phew. Charm is having to hold back. It's one thing to run into wolves when they're just out in the wild and they're dispersals and they're just trying to find a mate and they view her as competition. That's one thing. But to have a pack member come to her den with the intention of killing her pups, it's so hard for her to let that go. Even now, she struggles with that inner fire. That want to take vengeance. The fact that any wolf would come to hurt her or her babies, it burns. And as she feels that, she feels a caress against her shoulder. A soft, it's all right. And she lets it go. She briefly goes back to check on her pups. They've been quite a bit frightened by that attack. Hearing the growls and the spitting and the hissing of her and the other wolf going at it. frightened them quite a bit. Liam is very hesitant coming out of the den, checking to make sure everything is safe. She comforts them by giving them the rest of the food that she has available before going on a hunt. They seem alright now, but affinity is still low, especially after that attack. They don't want to see their mom leave, and so she's trying to say, it's alright. I'm just going to get more food. And these pups definitely can't complain about that. So as a final attempt to comfort them, she reminds them, if you howl, it tells everybody else that we are here and we are mighty if we howl together as a pack. And so she's encouraging them to howl with her. They got it. They're a little more hesitant to howl, which is interesting because Charm is such a singer. Now that the pups are safe in the den, she sticks her nose in the air and she can smell bull elk. Now, she wouldn't normally tackle a bull elk on her own, but she's feeling a little confident today, at least in checking if there's possibly a bull elk that's weak. It's still that time of year where some of them are weak, and so it doesn't hurt to look, especially since a bull elk could feed them for quite a long time, as opposed to a cow that may not last as long. Oh, well, we came across the cow elk first. So now Charm is thinking, what can I take on a little better? And she's deciding to go with the easier option. Her old bones need this. A bull elk could really hurt her. Even though a cow does sound not as good as a bull. A bull sounds better. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Ooh, no! Aw, her age is showing with this one. But she still manages to take it down. All while the herd watches their fellow herd member go down. It is kind of a thought about the elk. When they watch, are they just like, well, at least it's not me? Or are they devastated? Or both. Probably both. And with that final great act, I believe this is the perfect time to wait until the next episode to see how Charm does. We're getting closer and closer to the middle of the map, which means that the possibility of Charm running into Stygander and Willow is getting greater and greater, which is our goal. To see how they influence Charm, what side she may take in the future of the Phoenix pack, the Snagglefang pack, our Spirit Walker pack, and our Dawn pack. We have so many packs now. Alright, if y'all enjoyed this episode, tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell to get notified of when I post more episodes. Also, feel free to join Discord or follow me on Twitch. The links to both of those are in the description below. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Broken Wings. Bye!